धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद। सुश्री सुष्मिता देव जी।
Thank you, sir. As I stand to speak on the union budget of 2026-2027, I would like to thank my party, and I have been listening to Honorable Member of Parliament from the BJP who just spoke. But what is important about this budget, sir, is not what this budget is actually addressing. What is jarring to my ears and to the common man of this country are the issues on which this budget is silent. The second thing, which is glaring to my eyes, is huge loopholes when it comes to the data that the Honorable Finance Minister is depending on to tell us about growth, poverty elevation, etc. Last but not the least, sir, which we have been saying for the last 4 or 5 years, that discrimination and disparity in the way you treat the states cannot, under any circumstances, ensure the growth of India as a nation. So, some examples of manipulation of data. 9 consecutive budgets Honorable Finance Minister has presented, matching the number of budgets that Honorable Member, former Finance Minister, Mr. Chidambaram has presented. It is history, no doubt, but it is also history that the first time in this nation, a Finance Minister has given us 6 budgets without a census. So राजा को पता ही नहीं इस देश में प्रजा कितनी है और उस प्रजा की हालत क्या है. The question I ask myself that now that the census data, the census work has started, sir, and they're talking about digitization and self-enumeration, I want to ask the government that if you were planning on self-enumeration, then what is the reason that you did not start the census where people of India could have sat in their homes during the pandemic and given you the data and the census would have started? It is a shame that a Finance Commission of India, which devolves funds to the states on the basis of population, has been working without a census for 6 years. So secondly, we hear about 25 crore people who have been pulled out of the multi-dimensional poverty over a decade. If that is true, I'm very happy, sir. But I would like to ask for a clarification from the Honorable Finance Minister of India that Niti Aayog, the think tank, is it a fact that to declare someone non-poor, one of the indicators that have been included in the index is Jan Dhan account, and 23% of the Jan Dhan accounts are inactive, sir. In the Lok Sabha, they have said 13 crores out of 56 crores accounts are inactive. So why should we believe that 25 crore people have been pulled out of poverty? Sir, GDP, हमको बड़ा गर्व होता है जब वहां से आंकड़े आते हैं 7.4 ये वो. So why is the IMF questioning our base here? We have seen different PIB releases that the Vishwanath Goldar committee report is yet to out, where they are recommending 2022 and 23 as the base year. So unless there's a calculation on that basis, why should we believe on the GDP and growth data of the country? We are told we are the 4th largest economy ranking, but at 166 out of 128 in per capita income. 5 trillion economy was supposed to happen till 25, but a research report of the SBI states it's a distant dream till 28. Sir, silence of the finance minister. आप इस बजट को युवा शक्ति की बात करते हैं, आंकड़े दीजिए कि कितनी युवाओं को आपने रोजगार दी जब से मोदी जी की सरकार बनी है. सर, मुझे दुख होता है कहने में that the CMIE data shows a dismal record of employment. The PLFS data shows only 1 in 2 graduates are employable. सर, आसाम गवर्नमेंट तो ढिंडोरा पीट रही है कि हम 2 लाख 1.5 लाख सरकारी नौकरी दे रहे हैं. Whereas we have seen that boasting of government jobs cannot solve the problem, sir, of unemployment unless there's a growing private sector and huge private investment in any state. I take pride in the fact that in the report card that Honorable Chief Minister of Bengal has given to every household of Bengal says that in her tenure, unemployment in Bengal went down by 40%, sir, 40%. Sir, inequality. This budget speech is silent on inequality, whereas the scathing report of the World Inequality Report 2026 tells us India is one of the highest in the world, and 100-year high means worse than the colonial era. So the rupee is falling. मोदी जी क्या कहते थे मनमोहन सिंह जी को रुपये के बारे में, उसको बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, जो बार बार पीछे ताकते हैं. सर, हर घर जल. I have a simple question. On 1st February 2024, when an interim budget was announced by Honorable Finance Minister, she allocated 70,000 crores because Prime Minister Modi had said Har Ghar Jal from the Red Fort. It is shocking that soon after the general elections are over in 2014, the central government simply retracts their commitment. After every state sits with the central government and makes an action plan. Top officers of the state and the government of India, this government reneges on its promise. This is nothing short of a financial fraud, sir. Thousands of contractors today are owed money. Sir, fraud to CRPC में भी है. Anyway, sir, now I come to the most potent issues, which is discrimination against the states. Sir, आपने 2 लाख करोड़ रुपए, हम बार बार बोल रहे हैं कि बंगाल का रोक दिया इस सरकार ने. वो कहती है करप्शन है, ये है, वो है. पर मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ सर कि NREGS का 52,000 करोड़ बाकी है. दीदी ममता दीदी पीछे नहीं हटे. She has given 50 days of Karmoshri on her own ability. प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना, जो पैसा रोका, दीदी ने बंगाल के लोगों को वंचित नहीं किया. She gave बंगला बड़ी. सर, जल जीवन मिशन, जिसका कत्ल इस सरकार ने किया, ममता दीदी ने लोगों को जले स्वप्नों स्कीम दिया. सर, मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ, today when you look at the performance of a state and the debt to GSDP ratio, आपको ये याद रखना चाहिए. जब बंगाल का डेट टू GSDP रेशियो देखेंगे, आप लोगों को ये याद रखना पड़ेगा कि दिस इज नॉट ए डबल इंजन सरकार. दिस इज ममता दी सरकार. एंड डिस्पाइट द डेप्रिवेशन, Mamata Di has delivered on every promise that the central government should have. Sir, Assam से आती हूँ, Assam पर 2 शब्द कहना चाहती हूँ. The recent CAG report has been scathing against the Assam government's budget of 23-24. Sir, Assam government has taken a debt of 1,50,000 crore. Mamata Didi's debt is because of your deprivation. तो डबल इंजन सरकार को इतना बड़ा कर्जा सर क्यों लेना पड़ा, मैं ये पूछना चाहती हूँ. सर, आफ्टर टेकिंग अ डेट वेयर ही इज गिविंग 1,200 देयर, 5,000 देयर, आई वुड लाइक टू say that it is shocking that the CAG is saying that economic spending has reduced by 7.52. I come to an even more important question, sir. Honorable Finance Minister has given 6,000 crores to the Registrar General of India for census. I thank her for it. But what is worrying me is along with the census is written NPR. NPR is a precursor to NRC. A NRC that after 1,600 crores was spent by the Registrar General of India, it was a biggest disappointment and a useless and futile exercise that the Home Minister of India, milked for election after election, but till today we don't have a solution. मैं सरकार को कहना चाहती हूँ, the backdoor NRC that you are doing through SIR is going to backfire on you. And I want the ministers, this government to say, कितने घुसपैठिए पकड़े आसाम और बंगाल में, आंकड़े जरूर बताइएगा। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ सर आपका धन्यवाद करते हुए मैं अपना वक्तव्य खत्म करती हूँ।
ऑनरेबल श्री पी विल्सन।